Gib mir mal die Hand da. Kannst du Mami sagen, sie soll dir einen Chip machen, gell? Ciao!
Willst denn du was?
Wenn ich will.
Und das können wir nicht mehr machen heute. Das geht nicht.
Das soll nicht die Zukunft unserer Kinder sein. Stop RFID. Schon jetzt ist man auf Schritt und Tritt mit jeder Art von Überwachung konfrontiert. Das ultimative Instrument wird einen aber vielleicht gar nicht von außen beobachten. Es wird in einem stecken. Und nicht nur die Identität, sondern auch das gesamte Handeln enthüllen. Die Überwachungstechnologie der Zukunft kann im Baja Beach Club in Rotterdam besichtigt werden. Kein gewöhnlicher Club. Einige Gäste des Baja gehören zu ganz besonderen VIPs, die sich von den übrigen Besuchern unterscheiden wollen. Sie brauchen weder einen Ausweis am Eingang, noch Geld an der Bar. Um eingelassen zu werden, halten sie schlicht ihren Arm vor einen Scanner. Heute Abend wird sich der 21-jährige Rioni Schoten dieser Schickeria anschließen.
Ich mache das, weil es bequemer ist. Man wird am Platz bedient, statt sich alles selbst von der Bar holen zu müssen.
Bevor er feiern kann, muss er zum Arzt. Ein elektronischer Chip wird in seinen Arm implantiert. RFID heißt diese Technologie. Ein RFID-Chip überträgt Daten, die von einem Scanner abgerufen werden können. 2003 erhielten der Generalstaatsanwalt von Mexiko sowie einige seiner Mitarbeiter RFID-Implantate, um ihnen auch weiterhin den Zutritt zu besonders gesicherten Bereichen zu ermöglichen. Auch wenn es noch nicht an der Tagesordnung ist, so hat Rionis Arzt doch bereits mehr als 100 Chips implantiert.
Am Anfang hatte ich natürlich Bedenken, gesunden jungen Menschen Chips zu implantieren. Aber darin liegt die Zukunft.
Jeder winzige Chip trägt eine Nummer. Ein Scanner, der mit einer Datenbank verbunden ist, verrät sofort, wer diese Person ist. Und nicht nur das. Aus technischer Sicht lässt sich jede nur erdenkliche Information in einer solchen Datenbank hinterlegen.
Das ist die Nadel, mit der ich den Chip implantiere.
Der Chip selbst ist kaum größer als ein Reiskorn. Rioni wird ihn für den Rest seines Lebens in seinem Körper tragen. Oder bis er ihn sich operativ entfernen lässt. Vor dem Eingriff erhält Rioni eine örtliche Betäubung. Platziert wird der Chip nur wenige Millimeter unter der Haut. Wird der Chip zu tief injiziert, kann der Muskel geschädigt werden und der Fremdkörper ist bei jeder Bewegung zu spüren. Verläuft alles problemlos, merkt Trioni ihn nicht einmal. Die ganze Prozedur dauert nur einige Sekunden und dann heißt es Partytime. Während andere am Eingang bar bezahlen müssen, identifizieren Rionis Name und Nummer ihn sofort als VIP-Mitglied des Clubs. Im VIP-Bereich ist sein Chip alles, was er braucht, um einen Drink zu erhalten. Das Barjahr gewährt schon heute einen flüchtigen Blick in eine gar nicht so ferne Zukunft. Einige Menschen tragen bereits Chips mit lebenswichtigen Gesundheitsdaten. Manche glauben, dass schon bald jeder einen Chip tragen wird, der sie identifiziert und eine neue Form der Überwachung ermöglicht. Joe van Galen ist der Manager des Clubs und hat gerne ein Auge auf seine Gäste, ganz besonders seine gechippten VIPs.
Ich glaube, in 20 Jahren ist das normal. Gleich nach der Geburt bekommst du einen Chip eingepflanzt, der dein Leben lang im Körper bleibt und Informationen über dich enthält. Wenn du ein Problem hast, lesen die einfach deinen Chip und wissen, wer du bist.
Implantierte Chips sind dabei vielleicht nur der Anfang. In Zukunft könnten solche Chips zum Beispiel mit GPS-Technologie gekoppelt werden. Dann wäre jeder jederzeit und überall zu lokalisieren. Eltern und Haustierbesitzer nutzen bereits GPS-Geräte, um stets zu wissen, wo ihre Lieben sich aufhalten. In den USA werden rund 7.500 Kriminelle per GPS überwacht. Und diese Geräte werden zusehends kleiner.
Big Brother is watching. There's a nationwide push to start tracking where children are during school hours. They would basically be microchipped, kind of like a pet. ABC4 News wanted to know what parents in Utah think about the possible tracking system. The night team's Kimberly Nelson joins us now live in Salt Lake City. Kimberly, what are they saying?
Well, they're not excited about it, and here's the deal. Students who play hooky cost school districts money. So to recoup some of that money, they're taking those drastic steps, as you just mentioned. But parents we spoke with are outraged about what this could mean for our future. You may use it to get into secure buildings. And it's already embedded into most of your credit cards, being scanned every time you swipe. The technology is known as Radio Frequency Identification System, and it's soon going to be used at some schools across the country to track students' whereabouts.
Excuse me? They want to microchip my children? Like I do with my dog and my cat?
That's right, students will be microchipped. At least their identification cards will, allowing administrators to track where the students are at all times.
Very stupid. Because they're going to get away with it somehow.
The move is designed to increase revenue. The more students schools can prove are in class, the more money they get from the federal government. A 1% increase in enrollment can mean more than $1 million for the district. But many we spoke with in Salt Lake City say the technology comes with another price.
Once we do one step, it's going to happen to, well, let's do the, let's plant them inside of this person and stuff like everybody, that. Yeah. And everybody. It's going too far. It's unconstitutional.
Sandra Bullock had that movie, The Net. It's still really far-fetched.
Not that far-fetched, actually. In 2004, the FDA actually approved microchips that could be implanted into the human body for medical purposes, basically telling someone who they are, what kind of blood type they have, and any medical conditions. Also, in Mexico, kids are already being microchipped as a form of anti-kidnapping prevention. For now, reporting live in Salt Lake City, Kimberly Nelson, ABC4 News.
Science fiction became reality today. The Food and Drug Administration approved a computer chip that's implanted into people.
You've seen it before, right out of Hollywood.
It's maybe a little uncomfortable.
A microchip inside the body. A hidden, high-tech identification tag.
Finally from us this evening, technology on the cutting edge. We were interested today to hear that more than 100 law enforcement officials in Mexico are having microchips implanted in their arms. The chips allow a person to be scanned, sort of like a cereal box at the supermarket.
Step, say researchers, is developing an implantable chip with a global positioning system to track people miles away, whether kidnapped or lost, just as cars can now be traced. A kind of LoJack for the body.
Tiny chip can lead to a wealth of information about you. If you had been implanted with the device, a doctor would scan your upper arm and then...
That's the number that would come up when you got scanned.
That number is entered into a computer database.
This is Aaron Russo, a filmmaker and former politician. To his left is Nicholas Rockefeller of the infamous Rockefeller banking and business dynasty. After maintaining a close friendship with Nicholas Rockefeller, Aaron eventually ended the relationship, appalled by what he had learned about the Rockefellers and their ambitions.
I got a call one day from an attorney woman I knew, and she said, would you like to meet one of the Rockefellers? I said, sure, I'd love to. And we became friends, and he began to divulge a lot of things to me. So he said to me one night, he said that there's going to be an event there, and out of that event, you're going to see, we're going to go into Afghanistan, so we can run pipelines from the Caspian Sea. We're going to go into Iraq to take the oil and establish a base in the Middle East, and we're going to go into Venezuela and try and get rid of Chavez. And the first two they've accomplished. Chavez they didn't accomplish. And he said you're going to see guys going into caves looking for looking for people that they're never going to find. You know, he was laughing about the fact that you have this war on terror. There's no real enemy. He's talking about how by having this war on terror, you can never win it because it's an eternal war. And so you can always keep taking people's liberties away. And I said, how are you going to convince people that this war is real? He said, but the media can convince everybody it's real. I mean, you know, it's just that you keep talking about things. You keep saying it over and over and over again, and eventually people believe it. You know, you created the Federal Reserve in 1913 through lies. You create 9/11, which is another lie. Through 9/11, then you're fighting a war on terror, and now all of a sudden you go into Iraq, which was another lie, and now they're going to do Iran. You know, and it's all one thing leading to another, leading to another, leading to another. Now, I would say to them, what are you doing this for? What's the point of this thing? You have all the money in the world you ever want. You have all the power. I said, you know, you're hurting people. It's not a good thing. And he would say, what do you care about the people for? Take care of yourself and you take care of your family. And then I said to him, what are the ultimate goals here? He said, the ultimate goal is to get everybody in this world chipped with the RFID chip and have all money be on those chips and everything on those chips. And if anybody wants to protest what we do or violate what we want, we just turn off their chip.
To think something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love are on the line.
HealthLink is always with you when every second counts in the emergency room, providing immediate access to your medical records.
Because Bob has trouble remembering all his medications.
Because I'm in love with my kids' kids.
Because my car lost control while driving.
Because now I'm looking out for both of us.
Because I have diabetes, but it doesn't have me.
Because I spend my life in the ER trying to save yours.